Now, Laurent Berstecker is back with me here on set. We're going to talk about what's in the newspapers today. Going to start off with what was our main story, in fact, the Democratic Republic of Congo. Candidates there for the upcoming December presidential poll. They have until later today to officially present their candidacy, don't they? But the president, Joseph Kabila, still hasn't revealed if he's going to stand, or if not, who's going to succeed him at the helm of the Common Front for Congo party.
Yes, Joseph Kabila has definitely kept the suspense alive on this one and will make his decision public at the last minute. Now, he's already told several party members who his successor, potential successor, will be, but he's not made that public yet. Well, he's keeping everyone in the dark, which might mean that he might decide to run himself for a third term. Kabila was supposed to step down already in 2016, but changed the constitution to extend his stay in power until the elections. He vowed in July that he would not run, but now people are starting to think that maybe there's a chance that the president will go for a third term. It's also worth noting that exiled opposition leader Moise Katumbi was denied entry into the country and therefore will probably miss the deadline to run for presidency.
Okay, we shall see that announcement virtually imminent there in the DRC. Let's move to the US for this next story. The Monsanto Roundup trial. It's moved on to the jury stage.
Yes, and the trial is being closely watched around the world, and especially in France, where French daily Libération headlines on it today. The man who is scaring Monsanto, that is a picture of Dwayne Johnson, the man in question. He's a former school groundskeeper, and he blames Roundup, the controversial pesticide, for giving him terminal cancer. He's now suing Monsanto and asking for $373 million in damages.
Doesn't seem that much, does it, for a company like Monsanto? Why is this such an important trial then, Laura?
Well, it's not that much indeed, but it's very important because it's the first of 4,000 to 5,000 lawsuits against Roundup that has actually gone to trial. And if Monsanto loses this case, it might set a legal precedent for the other cases and potentially cost the company billions of dollars in the end.
Now we're going to take you to Nepal for this last story. One of the 7 natural wonders of the world could be threatened. Put your fingers in your ears if you're slightly squeamish. Could be threatened, in fact, by human excrement.
That's right. Mount Everest, which is known to climbers around the world as probably the most difficult climb, attracts an estimated 1,200 people each year. But an unforeseen problem, according to the Washington Post, is that no one really thought about the excrements that these climbers produce, roughly 60 pounds each.
Wow.
That's turned
Yes.
the peak of Mount Everest into, I quote, a fecal time bomb, which, and I'm still quoting, is gradually sliding back towards base camp. This season, porters carried around 14 tons of human waste from the mountain. Thankfully, a retired engineer and also an amateur climber himself has found a solution and has designed a machine to turn the feces into either fuel or fertilizer. The idea is now down, but he needs another $500,000 to finish the project, which he will then give to Nepalese authorities to manage.
That's incredible. 14 tons of human waste.
That's correct.
I'm glad you had a lot of quotes in there, Laurent, just to make it very clear. It wasn't us saying it, it was them. Okay. Thanks very much. Laurent Berstecker with the papers on France 24.